speculation, we're seeing that spread continuing, especially from the non-pop characters. Chuck says, be ready. And of course, there was this.
The fragility of this planet, coming catastrophic event, and we all have to clean this act up now. The coming catastrophic event, and we all have to clean this.
Hello, and nice to see you back. The clip you saw, that was from Ben from Suspicious Observers. I have also left a link for you to the original one that was on the live today. The statement that he's making is almost on the end of that video. Most people didn't even notice. Most people don't even know when they were watching that what he was talking about. Some were assuming that this is about climate change, something else, the current situation with the lockdowns and all the vaccine issue going on. But not many knows what is really happening. What he did is going to make a ripple effect, because people will start asking questions and eventually they will find out what this is all about. So this is step one into pushing the information into the public. Once people will get more and more accustomed to that or aware of what is happening, then some will take actions. You already know from Ben that celebrities are building shelters, bunkers. Some are like Richard Branson, they are already exploring escaping to space, so is Bezos, Elon Musk. But what they are doing is display of stupidity. It's a judgmental thing that I just said, but unfortunately this is true. Anyone has the right to do whatever they feel right for themselves. However, when it comes to the outcome of whatever they are expecting, there is not happy ending for that. The only solution to preserving, if they want it the way they want it, a life, is to working together with many people, with as many people as possible, which then they need to be, as I explained in previous video, organized in smaller groups. Much like ants or bees, the same concept. But if Kardashians are building some kind of bunker and they are hoping to restart their own kingdom, or Branson is going to start his own country, that is never going to materialize. And I know that some of you will say that's not nice saying like that. This is a discouragement to do anything. No, I didn't say that people should not do anything. People should do if they want to. But the actions they are taking are fear-driven, greed-driven, because they are afraid that they will die. No matter what they will do, they will die anyway. Greed-driven because they have accumulated so much that they are afraid they are going to lose everything. Therefore, they are trying to go into hiding. So when the storm is over, they will come out and have all the belongings to them and technology and what's not. What they don't realize that's not going to work that way. There is going to be at least 200 years. That's minimum before we can talk about social structure in any form. The 200 years after the year 2040 is going to be nothing but trying to survive. If people try to go that route, the conditions are going to be harsh for a reason, because this is not about survival at all. If someone coming up with the idea that the sun is doing this and the galaxy is doing this and this is all about survival, then they have a completely wrong idea of what life is all about. Everything they got upside down. Right now, the conditions that you are in, they are challenges for your character. I already mentioned that a few times that we are in the graduation class. We are very lucky because not many of beings have the chance to be in such a class. And I know that some of you, not many, but some of you will say, this guy is crazy. With graduation, there's some mumbo jumbo, some esoteric nonsense and or the paranormal shit that nobody really cares. First of all, where the physical world ends, something else begins. But in our case, we got everything in reverse. We are so focused on the outside of our existence. We are focused on the physical so much that we keep forgetting that this world is and exists only because we are unfolding from the very subtle into the physical. At some point, I am going to do a bit different format of information about that. And it's going to be, I will start that in the new year. I don't know exactly, it's going to be January or February, but I will really give you details. I am going to be very detailed oriented. But right now, this is just experimental channel. I want to see how people are receiving this, how they react to that, what the comments are, and so on. Just to gather material to see all the, the issues that are coming with this. Another thing I am going to show you is the situation in the US, because what William Shatner said, it has further implications, not only about the polar reversal. As you can see here, Texas is already in the process of splitting from the Union. A few years from now, they won't be part of the Union. Texas is going to be independent country. This has been working for a very long time. That might be surprising to you, that how come you didn't hear about that? This is already in the working about more than 30 years. And just a little refresh of your memory, you know who is living in Texas. It's the Bush families. Also, they have connection to Osama bin Laden. You know that. I am sure that the families of bin Laden, they still have some shares somewhere over there. But let's leave that subject on the side. So Abbott has a great support from very powerful people. He's standing up to Biden, who is most likely the last elected president, much like what was his name? Trump was elected. Trump was elected into that to place people, specific people into place, so this whole project could go on. Now, when Biden came in, basically he has no control. The control is done for him. You already know that. You see that. People are getting more and more defiant, and US eventually, most likely after the next election, is going to split completely. It's going to be divided into four regions, and Texas is going to be completely independent country. If it's not going to happen after this election in 24, then I don't know if there is going to be actually another election after that, because the election in 24 is going to be very violent. It's going to be bloody. They are already preparing for that, but let's say that my prediction is wrong, and I'm hoping for that it is. We'll see. With all this, as you can see, what Shatner said, what is happening in Texas, and slowly this is spreading to all other states. You know the situation in Rome, you know the situation in Paris, and in Ukraine and Poland and all Germany, it's a mess. This is going to intensify. This is a playground for opportunists. They will take opportunity. They will take the chances to establish themselves as a crusaders for the fighting people. You need to be very careful because they are not. They are only trying to use the situation for their advantage. They may talk about certain ideology, but once they are established, this is all gonna go out the window. Therefore, I am always in almost every video saying this to you. Get organized. Form those groups. Have a lawyer at hand to do that legally. So within the society, you are protected, much like Mason did, Illuminatis, Russo-Croatians, and all the other Templars. Form some kind of brotherhoods or anything religious, like Mormons. It doesn't matter. You can be a lovers of maple syrup, bacon, donuts. I don't really care what it is. As long as you have a mission statement, you are, the members are legally there, not by force, and so on. The logistics, you can work that with your lawyer, what the frame of that is, and do that in the form of the autonomous zones. Try to get some piece of land where you can settle this whole society over there. That's the best bet for you, because if you are going to go with the flow, then eventually you are gonna be screwed up. So that's my advice to you. I'm going to bring one more item to you. You can see here the whistleblower from Pfizer, or I don't know how legit those people are. However, they are digging into those vaccines. I already mentioned to you that in the process of developing that vaccine, there were the stem cells used from the fetal stem cells used. However, the process of growing them and to culture them is a little bit, it's a very scientific process. I cannot explain that to you because I don't understand that. However, once the process is done, there are no actual stem cells in it. The bioplasma, which is used as a base to make that vaccine, has a bit different property, and this is a whole thing that biochemists could explain that to you, not me, because I am not in a position to do that. So be very patient, because something very interesting is about to come. People are collecting data. They are investigating not only Pfizer, Moderna, all the others, Astra, JJ. They will see how they differ and who, because there is interesting thing right there. How the heck did they get the ingredients in the right proportion all at the same time? Who gave them that? Who is the initiator of that? And you also understand that the lockdowns, the whole process, it was very organized. It happened immediately everywhere. So think about that, because this is very organized, and there are Nobel Prize virologists that they question this whole thing. But let's leave this subject for some other time, and when we can talk a little bit more openly, when I have a different platform where I can say more, because right now I don't want to piss off anybody. I just want to see, what the messages and how they are received by you. The more people are going to be interested in the survival, the more they are going to be interested what William Shatner said, that there is a disaster coming. the more the media is going to switch the gear, they will focus on something else. At the same time, when the Texas is going to start making ways to separate, also the media is going to try to keep this under wrap. But be informed, just, don't to be too fanatical about that. And as I always said, be organized, be organized, be organized. Okay, so I am going to finish this video for today. Please do subscribe if you like this type of content. Please do check the notification bell. And of course, give me a thumb up, because that keeps me alive on YouTube. Alright, so thank you, have a pleasant day, and see you in next video.